Today we're looking at how to grow tomatoes from seed. We're starting them off in spring. Tomatoes need a nighttime temperature of around about 12 degrees centigrade, 55 degrees Fahrenheit to grow well. So this is when you can plant them out into the garden. Before this, you can start growing your tomatoes from seed, and generally around 8 weeks before the temperatures reach that magical 12 degrees centigrade, 55 Fahrenheit at night, and daytime temperatures between 18 and 29 degrees, which is ideal for growth. Both of these temperatures can be achieved by using a poly greenhouse, or you can use a simple little propagation tray like this, and in our case we'll also use a heated propagation bed because the temperatures here are a little bit cold. Equally, you could plant the seeds in pots and grow them on in a warm position on a windowsill indoors. You'll see that we're using some cellular trays and some small pots as well. Either will do well. The first thing we're going to do is to sift a fine layer of soil over the top of the growing medium that we've got in the pots, which is just a normal potting mix. This fine layer will make sure that the seeds are well in contact with the soil, and that will help provide better germination. These are the seeds that we collected last year. As you can see here, the seeds are just sitting on the surface. We'll misspray them in, and then we'll sift another layer of fine compost over the top of the seeds. We'll misspray again, and then we'll put the cover on the propagation box and place the propagation box on the heated propagation tray. This is our simple heated propagation tray. We'll transfer the seeds to that. We'll place the cover on the top. We've got this turned on so that it'll get a bottom heat of around about 20 degrees, and the seeds should germinate in a matter of about 1 to 2 weeks. We will misspray just about every day to make sure that the seeds don't dry out. And here we have our first tomato seedlings germinating about 10 days after we've planted them. While waiting for the rest of the seedlings to germinate, we'll keep them moist by misspraying, and we'll keep them in a warm position. And if you look really carefully, just here, you can see another seedling starting to germinate. Here we are about 3 weeks after planting our tomato seedlings, and you can see that they're growing well. You can also see that it looks as though that all of this has been a little bit disturbed. One of our friendly local parrots decided to land on our tray, and the whole lot was actually tipped out onto the ground. We've picked up the seedlings, we've put them back in the best that we could, we put them in a cool place, and they're starting to take off. So when people tell you that tomato seedlings aren't that tough and you need to treat them carefully, it's not exactly true. You can see that we're still getting some germination happening here 3 weeks in. Seeds do germinate at different rates. If you look really carefully, you'll see that there are 2 sets of leaves here. These are the juvenile leaves, the ones that develop first. They're long and they're thin, and they don't have the serrations around the edge. These are the true leaves. And the best time to plant these tomato seedlings up into individual pots is once they've started to develop a set of true leaves. So stay tuned for our next video on how to transplant tomato seedlings. Good luck with your gardening. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on growing tomatoes and lots of other aspects of gardening as well.